Are you ready?
I've been ready.
Don't give me any of your crap.
Come on, we're wasting people's time.
Hi there. Thanks for diving into Two Peas, Same Pod, the humorous podcast of family unity that proves we're all in this comedic roller coaster of life together. Here are your hosts, the father and daughter duo, Eric and Tovah Weinstein.
Roll the cameras.
Okay, this is no camera.
Cameras. Are there cameras in here?
Is this Punk Me, Eric?
Yeah, must be.
Hello, and welcome to Two Peas.
Same pod.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Welcome back. I'm your host, Tovah Weinstein.
And I'm the other co-host, Eric Weinstein.
Little switcheroo, vice versa action.
And we are a father-daughter podcast
Father-daughter.
about everything and nothing at all.
Okay.
If you're joining us for the first time, we break our podcast into 3 segments. First is World Peas, where we talk about
World peace.
some sort of goings-on in pop culture. Mm-hmm. Our second segment is Peas Are Family.
Peace our family. Hey, hey, hey. Come on, come on.
Which is where we throw out that little tribute to Sister Sledge.
Yes.
And we talk about some story from our family folklore or something that's going on in our family. And then lastly, we have Peas of Information.
Peas of information.
Peas of information.
That's our new...
I have no idea why we do that.
I don't know either.
But Peas of Information is where I toss some hot questions at Tovah and get even hotter answers. Okay, so with that, let's kick it off and let's go to World Peas. It's time for World Peas. All right, Tovah, what do you got this week?
Well, I think we should embrace, for our listeners who don't know, we're of the Jewish faith, Judaism, son. And so I think it's only fitting that we start off with, we should mention.
A prayer? Is that what you're going to say, a prayer?
Yes, a prayer for this world. This world's crazy. The Jewish couple who was murdered. Yeah. Terrible. Jonathan Joss.
He's not Jewish.
I know, but he was murdered for being gay during Pride Month.
I'm disgusted with
it's
this
actually
society.
Terrible.
I really, I'm with you.
Sorry, I keep interrupting you. I think.
What else is new? Excuse me for talking while you interrupt.
I know. Yesterday I was trying to sleep, and all I could hear was Josh interrupting you guys on the phone.
Okay, I'm glad somebody recognizes that.
Anyway, so yes, disgusting. Jonathan Joss, for those who don't know, he was he some sort of casino ranger, or he was something, and they wanted to build something on the plot of land that belonged to the
Indians. He was a Native American leader of a tribe in Pawnee, Indiana.
Yes.
And they wanted to do something there, and so he had to work it out with the government.
Yes,
I didn't realize that was him until I think
I called you and I broke it.
I was going to say you or Josh.
You usually have the celebritydeath.com notifications on.
No, I knew he had died. I just didn't know who he was.
Oh, well, now you know. My dad loves celebrity deaths. If someone dies, he's the first to know about it. There's a smile that comes across his face when he gets that notification, and he rings whoever he can as fast as possible. They play some game, probably have money on whoever can do it faster.
Well, so she's partly right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't smile when somebody dies. That's not
a smirk comes across his face.
Maybe a slight smirk. If I get a notice from celebritydeathbeeper.com. Check it out, people. You can set news alerts. They're a little behind. But celebritydeathbeeper.com is not giving me timely notices. They'll give me notice. It's just not timely. The AP, the Associated Press, they will release like a breaking news alert if somebody famous in their minds die.
I almost just spoiled something in Hacks.
Okay, well, I'm glad you didn't. We'll get to that later.
Did that kind of give it away?
No.
Okay. It has to do with celebrity deaths.
Okay. So, Siegfried and Roy?
Who?
Okay. You're a child.
I don't get the reference. I
Yeah.
don't get many of your references.
Well, I don't get a lot of your pop culture references.
Okay, so pop culture, what's been going on? Kanye West decides he's not anti-Semitic anymore.
Oh, please. Such a tool bag. He cannot dry up and go blow away fast enough for me.
How can he say that he's no longer anti-Semitic?
Because he's trying to rehabilitate himself.
Quote, I'm done with anti-Semitism. End quote.
Yeah, okay. That's really, I feel the sincerity dripping out of that. Really, the sincerity is rolling over me like a tidal wave.
Did you see Kris Jenner's facelift or plastic surgery that she got done?
Absolutely not.
This is pop culture, people. They popped her real good.
Is it bad news?
No, she had a very intensive facelift, and it's one of the ones where I guess you pay like a bunch of money, and it's very invasive. They do like individual nerves in the face, like one by one, and she's never looked younger. She's never looked younger. She looks great. Look it up.
I'll look it up when we're off air.
Okay, Kris Jenner looks great.
Speaking of plastic surgery and not looking great, we were watching Hacks the other night. I don't think you were home.
Yeah,
And
that is actually disrespectful and rude. I got them into the show, and we watch it every night at dinner time. I come home the other weekend. Oh, yeah, we finished the first season. We finished the first season when you weren't home. Thanks for the heads up.
Okay.
And who introduced you to this show? This always happens. I'm always introducing them to shows, and they get into it. They want me to wait to watch it for them, but they can't pay me the same courtesy.
first of all, you've already watched the whole series.
And I like rewatching things, you know.
Okay, you like rewatching things so much that in the middle of an episode, you'll get up and just walk out of the room, and then you'll never come back. And we'll yell out, "Hey, Tovah, did you go to bed?" And they're like, "Yeah, I'm in my room watching TikTok." So, yeah, really, talk about disrespectful.
Yesterday, you said one episode. We watched one episode, then the next started playing, and then I went to bed.
Yes, you walked out in the middle of the second episode.
Who's your favorite character in Hacks? You can think. Mine is Kayla, and I know Mom really doesn't like the assistant to Paul Downs, I think his name, the producer of
Oh God, yeah.
I love Kayla. She and what's his name in the show? Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Jimmy and Kayla's dynamic on the show is hilarious. I love it. Can't get enough of Kayla. My mother doesn't care for her. I think it's because she's kind of obnoxious.
Kinda?
Half obnoxious, half hilarious. You haven't gotten to the season with... never mind. There's some guest appearances that make their way.
Okay, so I like Ava. Ugh. I'm a big Ava fan.
Ugh.
I'm pro Ava, team Ava.
Yeah, I'm sure Is she Jewish in real life?
Yeah, that's Lorraine Newman's daughter.
Yeah, I'm just learning also for those who watch The Pitt that Dr. Mel is Bryan Cranston's daughter in real life. Pants dropped. Mike Graham.
Pants dropped over that.
Pants dropped. Pants were on the ground around my ankles when you told me that. Nothing alike. Look nothing alike.
No, that doesn't necessarily mean they have to look alike, but it's his daughter.
Nepo baby. Oh, I thought I liked Mel.
You like Mel.
I thought I did.
But what I was going to say about hacks and facelifts is, speaking of facelifts,
Yes.
on an episode we saw the other night where I guess her new son-in-law gets into a UFC match. Aiden gets into a UFC match. Prior to the UFC match, there are some people standing around the ring, the octagon or whatever they call it, and one of them talking to Gene Smart is Wayne Newton. And Wayne Newton is a famous Vegas entertainer. He was on the I Love Lucy show when he was a young guy. He's Mr. Vegas. He is Mr. Vegas. However, he's got to be, I don't know, Tovah, look it up. Wayne Newton has got to be in his 80s. I'm thinking he's got to be in his 80s. And he...
Oh, you actually wanted me to look it up?
I actually did, yes, when I said to you, look it up.
You say things. Sometimes I don't know what to believe.
What? Wayne Newton, yeah, born in 1942. That makes him 83 years old.
How tall is he?
I don't really know, nor do I want to. But his skin is so tight It's like they have a knob on the back of his head, and they just turn it and tighten it up as tight as humanly possible.
Probably the same surgeon as Kris and Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, you think Lindsay got some work?
Yeah, do I think?
Yeah.
I basically know.
Oh, you know you were
The
there.
TikTok doctor's coming out. They're describing what she got all over.
What did she get?
Just whatever. You know, all this plastic surgery people get. Upper blast, whatever. I need to get that. Eyelid. It's for hooded eyelids.
Okay.
Maybe John can hook a brother up. I know he does reconstructive surgery, but that's something that could be reconstructed. Moving on.
Yes, please. So anyway, on the subject of Hacks, we're watching Hacks.
Yes.
Tova got us into watching Hacks.
Yes, I did.
We had intended on watching it.
Yeah, okay.
But-
I actually sat them down and turned on the TV and pressed play.
That takes a lot of effort. But I have to say,
It does, because you have to switch the stupid inputs on the TV.
you have to press a button 3 times to switch the input to the Roku. Then you have to press.
And then you have to do this,
This
then you
is-
have to do
all right.
this, then you have to go on Max. Then you have...
We're enjoying Hacks, but it's not at all what I thought it was going to be. I had an entirely different idea in my head.
What'd you have? Hacks is an old person, right? Like the meaning of a hack?
No, a meaning of hack is like an amateur, somebody who's a clown, who's just like, you're such a hack. Like somebody who isn't good at what they do and whatever. I don't know exactly what they're alluding to with the name hack or hacks. I think maybe they're calling Ava.
No, they're calling
hack?
Jean Smart a hack.
She's not a hack at all. I mean, she's a pro.
I know, but I thought hacks meant something different. Never mind. I don't know. But did you think the show was going to focus on what?
I thought the show was going to be basically a comedy about like life in Vegas and as a performer in Vegas and the writing staff and people around her that help support her.
You're describing the show?
No, not really, because the show is more.
It's drama.
It's more drama than comedy.
Just wait. Just wait. It gets less comedic. It gets more drama. But
Really?
in a good way in season 4. Deborah is so mean. She can be so mean.
Well, she is vicious. Yeah,
no,
she is
she
vicious.
can. You haven't seen Vicious.
Okay. Don't ruin it for me.
I won't.
You oftentimes do.
I know. I caught myself earlier this episode.
So we're watching Hacks, and we're enjoying it. We really are, because we like the sort of what we call the dramedy, the drama that has a little bit of comedy in it.
Running Point or like
Shrinking. It's more like Shrinking.
I never saw Shrinking. Jason Segel doesn't tickle my fancy.
The guy that Michael Schur is the producer of Hacks, and he was the creator producer of Parks and Rec. So that's why you might like it, because it has some of maybe that sensibility to it.
I don't know.
Maybe not. Tova, what about you following the Diddy trial?
Oh, I am. Not really, because they're not broadcasting it anyway. You can't watch it, or it's all sealed, and you have to go and take notes, I think, to even be on top of it. But I know Steve Harvey, everybody, we got a good one for you tonight, folks, is involved and not looking too good.
Okay, but what was he involved with? You can
He was
say it.
he was involved with the Diddying.
Was he there for these freak shows?
I
or
think so.
freak
I don't
outs or
know
freak
all the
fests,
details. You shouldn't get all your news from me, people.
Yeah, that's for sure. Do not get your news from Tovah.
But yeah, I think he was part
Breaking
of
news.
those freak offs. And
Really?
I think he was in some of the videos. And bad news, Steve. Not going to be watching Family Feud anymore. It's probably going to feud your family, break them up.
Could. I mean, I think he's been married and divorced like a half a dozen times. Or something.
Honestly, with that mustache, he has a funny look on his face.
Like Uncle Mark.
What?
Remember, you people used to say Steve Harvey looked like
yes,
an
but I
African
thought
American
you meant-
version of Uncle Mark.
I thought you meant Uncle Mark looked funny because he had a mustache or something.
No, that's our close family friend, the late Mark Shapiro.
Do you know Bethany Frankel?
I do, unfortunately.
You do? Did you see her walk the Sports Illustrated swimsuit runway? Look it up.
Why is she on it?
She looked incredible.
She's
People's
had
jaw.
work.
I don't know. She claims she walks on the beach and likes to eat chicken salad.
I eat chicken salad.
Do you walk on the beach?
I hate the beach. Hold on. Let's visit this for a moment.
Oh, God.
I hate the beach.
What do you hate?
The beach.
Okay.
Now, I would tell people that for 5 years of my youth, from the time I was 2 until the time I was 7, we lived first in Hyannisport down on Cape Cod. Then my parents built a house in Centerville, and we lived in Centerville for a few years, and then we moved back to Framingham. But I can tell you, I got my fill of the beach, both at the ocean at Craigville and at Joshua's Pond in Osterville. I'm fine. I don't ever need to go back to the beach again. I hate sand in my toes. I will tell you, the beach is nothing but the world's biggest litter box. I am telling you, it's disgusting.
What is it?
Disgusting.
Okay, I don't really like the ocean either, or sand to begin with, but
Okay.
are any of our trip location stops to beach towns?
I think
there was just an earthquake or something in one of the places we're going.
your mother mentioned that today, that in Rhodes,
Her news.
I don't know, but in Rhodes there was a earthquake that was over 5 on the Richter scale.
Maybe because that volcano erupted.
No, that's in Italy, but maybe Etna.
Etna.
But maybe it reverberated all the way over to Greece.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know, but
I ain't no geologist, but
that's for sure. But you play one on TV?
yes.
Or you stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night. That's from a commercial. Apparently you don't watch enough TV.
Oh, I watch enough TV. Speaking of hacks, you guys enjoying that? I am enjoying the Pitt, as we mentioned.
I thought you had already watched it.
No, I told you I'm making my way through on the elliptical, slowly but surely.
Really slowly.
Yeah, my favorite character, probably Dr. Santos. She is one of the interns.
I know who she is.
She's hilarious. She dropped a scalpel and it went through someone's toe.
Speared the other surgeon's foot.
Yeah, classic. But yeah, I think that
Classic
show's fun.
Santos.
It's very stressful. It's very graphic for those who
yes.
enjoy nice blood and bone
If
and
you're interested in good medical
sutures,
stuff.
stitches, all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Look at me, sutures.
Look at you, yeah.
With my new medical terminology. You know what? Maybe I should be a doctor
I'm thinking.
in the emergency trauma bay and wherever they are.
Level 1 trauma center in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Is that why it's called the Pit? Because Pittsburgh?
Okay, so I have something I want to bring up. Not really pop culture, but it's something
Okay.
that falls into no other category.
Okay.
What's up with that storm Muji?
Oh my God, love Muji.
So-
Muji no more though for the Weinsteins because Josh, I was about to say former brother. My brother, who formerly lived in Boston in Commonwealth Avenue, right behind Newbury Street in Back Bay, you would go around the side of the building and basically the store was in his building. It's called Muji. Everything under the sun. I think it's a Japanese brand.
It is, and you can look it up on the internet. They have a web presence.
But everything under the sun.
MUJI. MUJI.
Everything under the sun doesn't even begin to describe it. They have everything you can think of. They have travel toothbrushes that fold up. They have lint rollers of all shapes and sizes for carpets, clothing. They have baskets, every shape, size. They have
candles.
They
food.
have comforters. They have like embroidery. They have notebooks. They have pens, paper. They have everything you could imagine. It's like Staples plus apparel plus like nice and clean and chic, and I don't know how to describe it. Maybe like Uniqlo.
It's and there's a Uniqlo right around the corner from it.
There is. Very like 10 steps away.
Yeah. It's a very unusual store. It's not that big, so they don't have a huge if you wanted to go buy some pens there, they have a small selection of pens, small selection of pencils, small selection of notebooks.
It's like Japanese gel pens.
Yeah, but they have like a little bit of almost everything in some ways. They sell like home goods, kitchenware, the plates. They sell bags.
Food.
They sell food. It's just the weirdest place, but
it makes sense.
It does.
And it's cheap as hell.
And I just wish that, I had gone in there before the one time, which was essentially the last time I ever went into the city to Josh's apartment.
Actually, we can move this topic onto the next segment because we could talk about Josh and his moving.
Okay. And with that, I guess Tovah is making a strong suggestion. It's time. It's for time for our family. Our family.
We are family. He's our family. Hey, come on. Well, I think we should just pay tribute to this place where I spent a lot of memories. I got roofied there.
Jesus Christ.
I found my favorite ice cream place while I was pretending to live in Boston at this apartment. It's called Scoop and Scootery. You know Scoop and Scootery.
Never went there.
Well, you need to try it. It's delicious. Their sundaes are incredible, but I just like to get the coffee Oreo ice cream. It's insane. It's delicious. It's like nothing I've ever tasted before. I've been on an ice cream kick. Really.
I've noticed.
It's bad because I go to the micro creamery, $7 for one scoop. $7 one scoop. Rip off. I don't care if they're hand milking the cow and making the ice cream with their ass. $7.
I hope they're not doing that.
$7, man. I don't know, but I've been on some ice cream kick. I make Nick get me ice cream. I make him get a pint of Ben Jerry's. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I think my medicine makes me crave sugar.
Why aren't you going to the Ben and Jerry's in Marlboro and seeing your cousin?
We don't actually go to the store. We get a pint from Stop and Shop or something.
Oh, you should go to the store.
I should. Will she give me a free scoop?
I don't know if you get a free scoop, but you'll get a scoop.
I'll tip her nice if I get a free scoop.
I don't think she's supposed to give away ice cream.
Okay, yeah. You don't have to give away ice cream. I'll be a paying customer. I'll bring Grammy. Me and Grammy can go next time we have our lunch.
Next
we have
Monday.
A lunch date.
Then you should take a ride out to Ben and Jerry's.
Anyway, so we've spent a lot of memories here. Josh had hired movers, so he really didn't have to lift a finger moving anything.
He had a pack.
He had to pack all of his clothing and all of his medicine and all that fun
Well, we did talk about the move last week, or I should say on the last episode, because we told the story about how we opened the door and the guy was sitting on the crapper.
Okay.
And the guy, like Michael in Syracuse.
Yes, that's classic. Okay, well, I guess we don't have to chat about our family folklore. And let's gauge the audience. What do you refer to your partner?
If you're unmarried and in your
partner
late 20s or early 30s, how do you refer to your significant other? Is it boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, companion?
Companions, dogs, and is things that can't chit-chat. It can be inanimate as well. Like a little
companion rock.
No, not like that, but like one of the stuffed animals that are weighted down. Companion.
Okay. So people go on Instagram. Tovah will put a poll up there and you people can respond.
I'm going to be more active on this Instagram as I am enjoying Funemployment nowadays.
Funemployment?
My dad did not want me to talk about this.
I did not.
But I think we're real people talking about real topics of the world.
Yes.
In my interview, they actually asked me about this because it's on my resume.
What's that?
The creative producer of the podcast.
Did they
asked
really?
About it. They were like, just because this kind of sparks my interest, but can you tell me about some of your duties that you kind of do with the podcast? And I was like, oh, yeah. And I started going on about how I do guest coordination. I milked everything, 100% guest coordination. Grammy, you want to come on the podcast? But,
And you're like data analysis and where we're...
Yes, I milked it, 100%. I was so good. I've gotten a lot of interview practice
That's good.
recently.
Yeah, you've been having a bunch of interviews, which is
Yes,
good.
I have been. Not to toot my own horn. Toot, toot.
Okay.
But I am looking for a gig, I guess. I'm enjoying
What do you mean?
Funemployment.
What do you mean?
I'm enjoying
Hold
this
on.
life that I'm living right now.
This life you're living ain't going to last for very long.
Sushi Wednesday for dinner tonight. My feet up relaxing. UV 7, 8. Weather's been beautiful during the week. The weekends, it's been raining these last couple.
But what do you care?
What do I care? Exactly. I've been enjoying this nice weather. You know what? I've been bringing you lunch, so you are welcome.
You have a couple of times, and I appreciate that. However, keep putting in the effort to find real gainful employment.
I am, people. Don't let me fool you.
She talks a good game.
I do enjoy my Funemployment spare time, though. Do not get me wrong. I go to my new fixation.
Which is?
Lambert's.
Okay, so on that note, let's talk about two fixations at our home, or that come out of our home.
Okay.
And these are both related to Tovah, not me. Lamberts. Tell people about Lamberts.
I love Lamberts. I first heard of it on TikTok. Now, listen, people. I know Lambert. I went to school with Lambert. I told you this.
You mean one of the Lamberts related to the family?
One of the son of the guy. But so I know Lambert, so I feel personally connected to this place. So I cannot speak bad things about it.
I'm not asking you to.
Nothing bad to say. I initially heard of it because they did like a dupe. You know dupe?
No.
Dupe, D-U-P-E.
When they try to duplicate something else?
Exactly. It's like, it's short for duplicate. It's slang.
Yeah, no, I know that, but what are they duping?
They are duplicating these smoothies that they have in California at their smoothie bar in Norwood. It's in Norwood, right? Westwood?
Westwood, yeah. There's a few.
There's a few of them. There's one in Dorchester, but I think there's a handful of them. But so I initially saw it because there was a dupe for the smoothie, the strawberry glazed smoothie from Air One. Don't know if you've heard of it. Air One's kind of like an upscale Whole Foods in California.
Okay.
So I went to try it. I dragged Nick along with me. We got the strawberry glaze and we got this smoothie called the Coconut Cloud. I will insert pictures on Instagram. They were the most beautiful things I've ever tried. Laid eyes on scene. Strawberry one was okay, but the Coconut Cloud one was delicious, let me tell you. And so I've gone back not once, but twice, maybe 3 times since, and I don't get the smoothie every time. This time I actually went for lunch because I'm Funemployed, so like what am I going to do with the middle of my day? So I'm like, yeah, let's take a trip to Lambert's.
It's 22 miles away, people.
But 23 minutes away from the house. 23 minutes. That is basically like me going to the other side of Framingham.
It's right off the highway.
It's right off the highway. And plus I can stop at my nice favorite coffee joint, Mary Lou's, and then head over to across the street to Lambert. So I get a chicken Caesar salad wrap today. Delicious. 7.9, I would say, on a scale of 10. Delicious. I'm going to start a new series where I rate chicken Caesar salad wraps.
Okay.
So Lambert's Rainbow Market, or whatever it's called.
That's what it's called.
7.9 official score, which I appreciated. They grilled the chicken right on the grill before putting it on my wrap. So that was a plus.
It was tasty.
It was tasty. I brought some home. It did travel 22 miles, like you said, but
it was still warm when you brought it here.
Oh, because it was basking in the sun.
We're at the 1253 studios today, people.
So I've had this fixation. I've been driving there, back. It's fun. I drive. Oh, the other day.
Thankfully, you're paying for your own gas.
When you called me the other day.
Yeah.
Or when I called you to show you the salad bar, I actually had woken up really early and I was at Nick's house. I'd gone to Lambert's. I woke up while he was still sleeping and I just went to Lambert's by myself.
You have this sick obsession with Lambert's.
I just have fixations. When something like that I really like or really want, and then I get it or achieve it, it becomes a fixation. It's part of my OCD. It's obsessive. Yeah. I'm obsessed. In a good way.
Yeah, this is not.
This is
not a bad obsession.
No,
it could
this
be
is
worse.
I know. Well, spending all this money.
Well, you're going to stop.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so
what's our second fixation?
Your fixation?
Second.
4 letters. HOKA.
That is not my obsession. That is your mother's obsession.
My mother's obsession? I don't think it's my mother's obsession.
Grammy actually does have a pair of Bondi 8s, I think.
She does.
Mm-hmm. She has like a purple and blue pair, but your mother.
Not my mother.
My mother. My mother. She also has when she finds something that, and this is like me, that fits good, that is comfortable, she invests in another pair,
But just to be clear, your mother is a professional woman who can afford to treat herself.
She doesn't treat herself ever, so it's kind of
not
funny
that
it's funny because
she works so you can live.
Yeah, thank you. That's a great way to put it. She works so I can live.
That's not going to be for long.
Quote. Yeah, like her, I'll do the same thing with clothing. If I find something that fits good, that's comfortable, that I'll wear a lot, I'll order the same thing in a couple different colors. Yeah, my mother and her obsession with the Hokas, the Clifton 9s, because I think
I'm wearing Clifton 9. I have one pair, people. And by the way, hold on.
Oh, and by the way, the ugliest colors.
Okay, I want to be clear. that I wear the same sneakers until they fall off my feet. Okay, I will wear these sneakers until the soles have worn out and I'm actually basically walking barefoot on the ground with a leather thing surrounding the top of my foot.
Yes.
I wear my sneakers out. In fact, until recently, I was still wearing the sneakers I bought in 2019 that I was wearing in 2021 when I broke my ankle, and I was still wearing them up until maybe about 6 months ago.
Your New Balances.
That's right. New Balance 624s. And I was in the market for sneakers. I bought these Skechers that just slip on, and I really just bought them for like kick around shoes. They wore out so fast. The soles on those shoes are
What
smooth.
you wear around the house?
Yeah,
I noticed that the other day.
Yeah, they're smooth on the bottom now. There's no tread whatsoever anywhere. So
Don't wear
people,
those outside in the winter.
no, I definitely will not. So people keep that in mind when you're buying sneakers.
When you're buying Skechers, what'd you expect?
I know they're sketchy.
Yeah.
It's sketchy. So
Not even that, but like
I
you
know.
probably paid a dime for those, and you want them to last.
I didn't expect them to last that long. They didn't. But in order to get ready for our trip where we're going to be doing a lot of walking just in a few weeks, last month I bought myself a pair of real sneakers. And I bought Hoka Clifton 9s. And hold on. Stop interrupting, for Christ's sake.
I need to say something though.
Stop it. Hold it.
I need.
Okay, go ahead. Say it.
You only buy something when you're with Coffee and the Bitches and they're like, oh yeah, I'm really enjoying this item right now. And then you'll do your research on it and then you'll order it.
Okay.
Even though I've said multiple times, you should get Hokas, you should get the Cow Pack, you should get Patagonia, blah, blah, blah. You should do briefs or boxers instead of briefs. But no, you need your Coffee with the Bitches to tell you what to do.
Okay, first of all, birds of a feather flock together. And I know that if one of my friends, specifically any of the bitches or other friends, certain other friends, if they say something about a particular product that they really enjoy and it's something that I need, something that I know I would enjoy, I can rely on their opinion as somebody who is similarly minded and maybe likes the same type of thing, such as the Hoka 9s. I was complaining that those Skechers had worn out entirely and that I have a foot problem with my right foot. And it was bothering me. And Coxsackie disease, I think is what they call it. And my friend John, who's not a bitch, according to
John.
our friend John, who's a surgeon, he says that he was wearing these really weird rainbow colored Hokas, but he said
Happy
that
June.
But he said that he has a dark colored pair that he wears in the OR because they're so comfortable and he's on his feet for so long that he enjoys the cushioning and they're very comfortable. So I did a little bit of research and then I ordered myself a pair on Zappos.com.
Not even from the Hoka website?
No, they were less expensive at Zappos. And
Yeah, because of the color scheme you got.
the color scheme is white and cream.
It's cream. It's cream and maroon.
It's white and cream with a little maroon highlighting. And it's very pleasant and easy on the eyes, as opposed to the bright white sneakers that I usually get.
But I have voiced that Hoka sneakers are the sneaker ever since I got roofied.
Yes. Yeah,
And-
you got blood all over some
All
Hokas.
over my white ones.
Yeah, and your mother cleaned them for
And
you.
they came right out.
Because
That-
your mother worked it.
I know. I was so upset that this my shoes were covered in blood, and they were the bright white ones.
Yes, they were.
Maybe I should get another pair of the bright white
Maybe you
ones.
can kiss my ass.
Okay. I don't want to kiss that thing.
People, you have no idea how many pairs of shoes and sneakers Tovah has.
I actually had to contact DSW. I got a pair of Dr. Scholl's, and they've been stuck. They haven't been picked up by the carrier yet, so I got a refund on that.
I thought you got a pair of Dr. Scholl's recently.
I did. I got 2 pairs at the same time, and I was going to see which ones are comfortable. Then I wore the ones that came, so I was like, oh, I'm probably going to keep these ones, but I'm also probably going to keep the other ones because you know me. And
Yeah.
They never came. I was so mad. I was so mad at the carrier.
But people, she has these random sneakers from brands I've never heard
no,
of.
Vejas?
Yeah, what are those?
Vejas, very popular brand, very expensive sneaker.
So nice.
It's probably that sneaker actually was like probably it doesn't matter actually, but very expensive sneaker.
You don't want to tell me because you know I'm going to blow a nut.
It was like $180 for that flat sneaker. I know, less than your your shoes. Probably.
People, you could buy a pair of Keds and they would look the same.
I'll
draw the letter V on them next time.
Very cute, very fashionable, very stylish. Adidas Sambas. I have a lot of. Those are different color schemes. He's Samba-ing right now. I do have a decent amount of shoes, but like I said, I go through phases where I wear the same pair for a while at a time. And I also go to the gym, so I need my gym sneakers, I need my work sneakers, I need my flip-flops, I need my Crocs, I need my Dr. Scholl's for the trip.
Yeah, so you've
I don't
got
know if
what
I'm
you
going to
need.
even bring my Hokas on the trip.
I'm going to wear my Hokas. That's what I'm wearing.
On the plane?
Yeah, of course on the plane with my compression socks.
Oh my God, you're going to look ridiculous. I can't with that. They tried to get me to wear compression socks on the plane.
To somebody
Are
looking...
you wearing them right now?
I'm not, but for somebody who would be looking at me, they would not know they're compression socks. They're just black socks.
Oh, that
I'm not wearing
squeeze the life out of your calves.
I'm not wearing shorts with them. I'm just wearing under my pants. By the way, I'm really... Shout out to Costco. I am really enjoying these travel pants that I bought at Costco.
Are those what I picked up at the cleaners today?
Not today. These are... No, not today.
There was a pair of pants with my order that I
No, and that was... I think that might have been Mom's. She was having some alteration done. So I bought these pants. We were at Costco in Waltham. Shout out Costco in Waltham.
Our Costco of choice.
And they had on their, clothing display, these are weatherproof travel pants. And they have like these secret zippers in a couple of places that you can't really see that well.
That would piss me off.
And, well, they're just there to stash something to keep secure. But anyway, they're a little stretchy. They don't wrinkle. They're very lightweight. They're very comfortable.
What kind of material?
I don't really...
Like a cotton microfiber?
Yeah, like some sort of stretchy microfiber. And I bought...
Those them?
These are them. They didn't have a whole bunch in my size. They had like 2 or 3 pairs of them in my size.
Did you get them?
So not only did I get them, then I went online to Costco.com and I ordered 4 or 5 more pairs.
Jesus Christ.
I now have a total of 8 pairs of these pants.
Jesus H. Are those all your...
Hold on. I think the H stands for Herman.
Are those the pants you're going to bring on the cruise? Are you just going to bring those and...
Well, I'm going to
Don't bring those shorts. Don't bring those cut-off shorts that you marinate in.
No, you're talking about the New Balance shorts I wear?
The ones you cut yourself into shorts.
No, the ones I cut, the pants, you mean. You're talking about the sweatpants.
Yes.
It's
embarrassing. We're going to be on this floating hotel with a bunch of other people for a week. You're going to wear those things.
I got those Kirkland joggers.
God, he's trying to be hip.
I am hip, baby.
You ain't just exactly sure what's hip.
And on that note,
We'll move off of the hokas and we'll move off of the hipness. And let's go to P's of Information. Let's learn more. P's of information. P's of information. P's of information. I don't know why.
stupid.
Totally. Okay. So, Tovah, I've got one place you've never been to, but can't stop thinking about wanting to visit.
Ooh, this is a very thought out answer, but recently I've really wanted to go to Japan or like Asia. So I want to try all the street food.
Domo arigato, Mr.
Maybe
Roboto.
Thailand. I know Thailand's not what you kind of like think. Like it is. Yeah, maybe definitely Japan.
Talk to your Aunt Jan about Thailand when she's visiting in a couple of weeks.
I know. I just found that out.
She did. It's one of her least
Talk to
favorite
the
places.
Cars.
Yeah. Well,
The Cars also went.
Yeah, but they may have a different opinion. Aunt Jan.
No, I think it wasn't exactly what they thought it was going to be like.
Aunt Jan was in the mix in the city because her brother-in-law, my Uncle Alan's brother, lives there half of the year. And it's just not... For people who are very well traveled and who enjoy the different sites,
They stay in hostels. Like they're very.
They did not at all. I shouldn't say they. I think Uncle Alan was fine there because he was visiting his brother. Aunt Jan, I don't want to overstate it because I'll let her tell you about it. I don't think she enjoyed her visit. In fact, I think she cut her trip short. Okay, so now you're thinking Asia.
Yeah, Asia would
So
be nice.
so next year when Mom and I do our Coast of Japan
Enough.
cruise.
You haven't gotten to this part, but Haxley go to Singapore.
Okay, don't tell me the stuff.
That's not a spoil. If I tell you why, it would be a spoil, but because she can't perform. Cover your ears.
I can't cover my ears. I have headphones on.
She can't perform in the United States, so she performs through
Okay.
a translator in Singapore to get around everything.
Okay, stop. Stop.
That
You're
was the
spoiling.
season finale.
You're spoiling.
For our listeners?
For me.
Yeah. It's funny when I spoil things for you because you
Okay.
get all pissed off.
All right. I do. Better to be pissed off than pissed on. But when haven't you been pissed off? When's you been pissed on? Trust me. You and Josh peed on me a lot when you were babies. I don't want
Josh
to peed
probably more than me. He had better aim.
on. I don't even want to go there. Okay. Would you ever take a train or a bus across country?
Maybe a train, not bus.
Not a bus?
I know they have first class cabins on trains,
Yeah.
but I still think those are like tiny and
They have sleeper cabins.
oh, maybe I'll do that. I'll sleep. I've been sleeping a lot recently, so maybe I'll just sleep through everything.
Grammy and Grandpa took a train from here to New Orleans.
Now that I'm not working, I want to go to Portugal, but you won't let me.
You are not going.
I want to solo travel.
No.
I want to solo travel to Portugal. Lisbon, Lagos.
Pack your bags and get the hell out.
Okay.
No, out of the house. You do that, you're moving out.
I don't get. You had that same reaction to a tattoo. Why is going to Portugal solo travel and getting a tattoo on the same wavelength?
The solo travel, not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
A terrible idea.
All over TikTok, people are loving their journey.
Okay, yeah, TikTok and social media is the idea. That's exactly where I'm getting all my quality information.
Someone's in the Philippines right now. I watched her pack.
I don't care if you watch her unpack. No.
You don't have anything to say.
I have plenty to say. We'll talk about this offline. Okay,
See what I have to deal with, people.
Yes, people. See what she
No
has to do.
fun. I get no fun, no adventures. This is the time in my
Hold
life
on.
to travel. I'm young, no responsibilities. But no,
You're going to Greece in a couple of weeks.
thank God. I need a vacation.
I want to reach across the table
For those
and
who
dump my drink on your
of
head.
you who don't know, when I'm not doing things during my time off, I'm sitting in the sun, enjoying myself. So that's why I think he wants to reach across the table and punch me in the face.
Tovah has a very luxurious lifestyle. I think some of our listeners would gladly give up their life to live yours for a week, maybe a day.
You didn't want to live my life a couple weeks
No.
ago when I was working.
Well, you just had
Not because I was working, because of the situation.
the situation. It was bad, people. Bad. Okay,
Bad.
last question. What's a person's most disgusting habit?
Well, what if I said not showering?
Oh, well, doctor, heal thyself.
How did you start your day this morning? I shoved my armpit in his face.
She's like, you got to smell this. And whenever she says that, even if I'm not looking at her, I know it's going to be something bad.
He ran out the door.
I
shut
did.
it.
I ran out the door before she could come and make me smell something I didn't want to smell. And unfortunately, when I came back in the house, she was waiting there for me.
I was ready. I'm not proud of it. It's just funny to rub it in his face, literally. Literally. I don't think I've showered since, actually. Well, because I was outside basking in the sun, so I was getting
Didn't you
even
go to the
more
gym
sweaty.
today?
I'm going home to shower right after this. After
She's-
I already went all about town, next to people in Lambert's.
Basically, people, she rubs her hand in her armpit, and then she sticks it under my nose.
Classic.
And let me just say, it's beyond BO. It's BBO.
BBO.
Anyway, and on that note, this has been Two Peas.
Same pod.
Two Peas, same pod, where somebody has told us we are thrillingly close to actual entertainment.
Peace out and
Peas out.
Thanks for listening to Two Peas, Same Pod, hosted by Eric and Tovah Weinstein. Please subscribe and join us next time as we continue to share humorous anecdotes, funny mishaps, and comical observations from our own lives.
Two Peas, Same Pod is produced by 1253 Studios, bringing always humorous and sometimes thought-provoking conversations to you through your favorite podcasting sites. Creative Content and Marketing Director Tovah Weinstein. Executive Producer and Chief Editor Eric Weinstein. Music by MBB. Find his work on YouTube by searching for MBB Music or at mbbmusic.com. Special thanks for the intro, outro, and trailer voiceover to Jordan Rich of CBS Boston Radio and Chart Productions, providing audio and voiceover recording and production, as well as podcast production and support. Visit Jordan at chartproductions.com. Funding for 2P Same Pod is provided by the Law Office of Eric Weinstein and listeners like you. Please consider subscribing and supporting this podcast. Until we meet again, this was 2P's Same Pod, a 1253 Studios production.